Call this meeting to order. Determine that the quorum present. We have Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Nettleton, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We have a quorum. Folks, if we'll just have a moment of silence for the individuals that lost their lives at 9/11.
I'm sorry, but
Last couple of weeks, Ms. Murdoch, she passed away, and we've had several other individuals in our community that have passed. Ms. Murdoch, her family, I guess she's like sort of a matriarch. Her family's been a great contributor to our community, and the legacy continues in Jimmy Murdoch. But again, I'd like to have a moment of silence, if y'all don't mind, for the individuals that lost their lives and these people that have passed in the last couple of weeks. Thank y'all. Commissioner Vasquez, if you don't mind, lead us in the pledge of allegiance, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approving minutes.
move.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Citizens' comments, I had none. Approving monthly reports from elected officials.
Move.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Approving bills for payment.
Move.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. Real quick on that, Matt, there was a bill for $2,000. Was I able to get that in? The $2,000 out of the ARPA money for the school district.
Is that in here? I know that went through. I don't know if it's on this one. I doubt that it's on this one.
Could we add it in case it isn't?
I'll amend my motion to add the 2,000 from school.
Second, accept, if you don't mind.
I know that it has been approved on our end. I don't know if it made it in here.
If we could add it, please, because they're fixing to do it, I think, on the 15th and on the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
The 15th and 16th, I'm sorry to tell you. Is there anything else, ma'am? Okay, have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. We do have a public hearing scheduled, but it's not until 9:30, so we're gonna go ahead and keep on going. Auditors report.
Motion to approve.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. Good on that?
We're good. If there's any
All those in
questions.
favor?
Aye.
Aye, 5-0 vote. Discussion possible act on the following. Approval for district attorney to make a capital outlay purchase of a Dell desktop computer for a price of $1,341, expenses to be paid out of district attorney's office supplies.
I'll make a motion. Round up this is.
That's like a motion. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second. Second. Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. 5-0 vote. Budget adjustment, Health Department transfer $400 from auto expense to travel and training.
Move.
Second. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, you second.
I did.
Second, Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Item 2, can we need to do this? We can wait. Can we go ahead and, what do you want to do on this one? Let me read it. HR requesting $700 for travel and training. Matt, you were talking right now, if we could, move it
We can move it in. It is an expense that's going to happen in the new fiscal
in the
year.
new fiscal year, so move
Correct.
it.
The same for item 1. You can wait on that.
Okay, well, this one, you can go ahead and,
Where are we moving the money from? On HR.
let me go back real quick. So do you need this one here, the $400, or you can?
For the training for the next year, but it has to be paid right now. So we can wait
But you have the money though in this year's budget.
on the.
You do.
Training,
Yes,
On
you
the auto expense, yes.
Yes, you have the money in this year's training, this year's budget. So the item 1, we'll just leave it alone. Okay, item 2, there's no funds,
Well-
so.
Right. What we don't want to do is we don't want to pay next year's expenses with this year's funds. What we'll do on these charges, we will get them incurred in the following year.
Okay, so you want to
that'll
go
take
back
place.
to item 1 and incur those expenses in next year's budget?
That's what we're gonna do anyway, just simply, it's gonna be date
So I'd
driven.
rather for the court to decide that. You don't care.
I'll amend my motion
Then change it.
to incur the expenses in next year's budget on item 1.
Second accept, yes?
Second accept.
All those in favor?
Aye.
That's king.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's gonna happen. I mean, that's what's
HR
gonna
request,
happen.
item 2, HR requests $700 to travel and training, so,
Make a motion to approve, but to take it out of next year's budget.
Which is, you've already approved the appropriation, so you guys are good.
so we have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote, Robando L. Rios and Associates, PLLC, $4,950 from available appropriations. We do have funds in contingency.
That is correct.
Did we not budget for this?
No, sir.
We didn't budget for this?
I believe we originally budgeted back in 2018. This is
Yeah.
an old contract
Oh,
from
yeah.
2018, and it has not
Did
been
we
carried over.
budget in the upcoming year? I don't remember.
For this? No.
No, there's gonna be, there'll be another 4,000, another 3,000, it'll be like another $7,000-8,000 we'll take it out of contingency.
Motion to take out of contingency. Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, were you gonna say something?
No, it wasn't.
All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Certification of, item C, certification of revenue, Texas Association of Counties, we received a check for $76,243.88 for insurance, or for,
Is hail damage?
this, no, it was for the winter storm repairs that were done in the winter storm.
Do we have a separate
We
account,
can't,
or how are we doing that?
we should.
Yeah.
We should set up,
Okay, I'll
in
make a
any,
motion to accept the funds and set up a winter storm account for repairs.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw, and
and should we put the year on that winter storm?
Yeah.
I'm teasing about that now.
Well, you might, 2025, we'll figure it out. We have another one that's coming up this year.
Next decade, maybe?
Hopefully not as
have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Item 12, Treasurer's Report, this one we do need approval on.
Motion to approve. Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? 5-0 vote. Item 13, discussion possible action on amendment number 4 to the administrative services contract in Valverde County and Equity CDC to include the administration of the SFO program number 72200043.
Move.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? 5-0 vote. Item 14, requesting to have maintenance come to help set up booster shot canopies, chairs, and tables at the Civic Center on October 7th, 2021, as the VA will facilitate the administration of booster shots. Mr. Vitello.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Yes, so we're partnering with the VA to have them come down and give booster shots to all the veterans and, well, anyone who qualifies for the Pfizer booster and their spouses as well. But it's just only going to be to the veteran community. So the VA is going to facilitate their nurses. They're bringing everybody down. Last time that I had the VA Health and Welfare, I put up like, 8-10 canopies by myself. Kind of was no fun. So I was wondering if I can get some help. Maybe, I know that last time we had the COVID-19, like bandwagon out there, if we can help advertise it some way, somehow, in front of the Civic Center.
So you're asking for permission, or you're asking for building maintenance to help?
Yes.
Motion to allow building maintenance to help set up.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Where will this take place?
It's going to be October 7th
I know, but where?
At the Civic Center.
at the Civic Center.
Okay.
In their parking lot. And then I have already asked permission with Mr. Lino, that's in charge
Yeah.
of over there, so that once the shot gets taken or it gets administered, for them to have a place indoors, to have like 20-minute wait.
Yeah. And then we have, is it the Pfizer?
It is the Pfizer.
Okay.
Yes.
If, the county bought, we've got a $15,000 freezer there.
Correct. I had asked the chief nurse that is in charge of bringing the vaccine down. I asked him, well, why can't, if the refrigerated VA van is taking it to your refrigerator, why can't you just bring it to us? Right? We have the capabilities. that
Well,
the
if they
county
need
has
help,
it.
I'm just bringing it up. If
Right, and I asked,
it's there.
the reason why she said no, she said the chain of custody from VA facility to a non-VA facility is gonna be hell to break through. So that's.
Well, I'm just saying, if y'all need the freezer, it's there.
Thank you.
All right.
Judge, I
We
appreciate
have
it.
a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 15, requesting to have office space given to new position for the VA Advanced Medical Support Assistant.
Do you have room?
Yes, I do. We have the case manager for our mental health there. He has graduated and got his own little office, so he's really not using it. And so this new nursing program that we're bringing down, that has been brought here, I actually put our first veteran in nursing home, in July. So it's working. They're gonna be needing that nursing assistant.
Motion to authorize space.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Item 16, discussion on, we're doing the same thing, they keep coming. We had 14 in June, 1,600 in July, 3,600 in August, and as of today, we're over 800 at the NGOs that have, and those are numbers at the NGOs, not
I
actually.
saw a video the other day about 600 under the bridge. Was that true?
We've had anywhere from 1,000 to 600,
2,000 yesterday.
2,000 under the bridge?
and, you know, it's
Big numbers.
well, we were told, I guess, a little over a month ago, that there are still caravans out there that are headed, not so much to Del Rio, but headed this way, that are in the 25,000 range. So the individuals underneath the bridge, if there's no food, they walk back, go get food, and the rest of the family stays in line. And they go back and forth. It is, so the number increases and decreases, yeah.
Are y'all vaccinating them under the bridge? That only applies to Americans?
We vaccinated 2,000 on top of the bridge that were, Maquila individuals, and even, they've asked if we can do more of their military police or the one or whatever, and that's going through, the National Guard. The ones underneath the bridge, we're not vaccinating, we're not testing, none of that.
But we're gonna mandate the rest of the country to get the vaccine. It's not the people coming over here illegally.
Yeah. And that's a conversation we'll have right now when it comes to discussing matters relating to COVID-19.
I'm gonna lead you right into that one.
Well, anything else on the immigrants? There's a bunch of them coming. They will continue to come with the individual that is.
Stay in Mexico thing.
The Supreme Court basically knocked down Biden's deal, so they had to stay in Mexico. It's not happening. I mean, I just, you know,
Well, I didn't know if the border moved and it now includes the underneath the bridge.
No, it's not happening. I guess a month ago, the Supreme Court had upheld what a lower court had said was that they needed to stay in Mexico, but it's not happening. The flights that I think, that I was sort of hanging my hat on when we went to go see Secretary Mayorkas was that the flights are going to continue, or to start and continue, to fly back, some of them to Point of Origin, some of them into the interior of Mexico. My understanding, those flights have just dwindled down to nothing if they're still happening. So that sort of got thrown out the deal. And again, I mean, without throwing rocks at Democrats, Republicans, but it is a Democratic president right now. And under his administration, the rules did change, and hopefully they'll, and my opinion to this isn't, Jesus Christ, I'm fixing to get in trouble, but it's okay. If you cross the water, you are illegal. We are based on a nation of immigrants. It is what it is. So if there's going to be another process, what we have right now does not. So with that, is there any other comments on immigrants? We good? Okay, we'll move on to item 17, discussing matters related to COVID-19. Last week, I think on Thursday, President Biden signed a deal that if you work for the federal government, if you work directly with the federal government, or have business with the federal government, or if you, have 100 or more employees, I guess the threshold was 100, then you must require for every employee to be fully vaccinated. If they're not fully vaccinated, then one of the other things that was said was, that they must, within a reasonable amount of time, must be tested. And I guess we've had this discussion with our attorneys. I don't, this one here has given me more grief than I think anything else so far while I've been county judge, for the simple reason that how do you require somebody to put something in their body? I believe it's the best thing. I think we need to get vaccinated. My whole family's vaccinated. My daughter didn't get vaccinated until after she had the baby. I do believe that it is the right thing to do. I believe it is the wrong thing to mandate something to be put in somebody else's body. You have the mask mandate. This is something that I believe, and it's just an opinion, that helps. It helps not only you, but helps everybody else around you. The vaccine, we don't know what it's going to do to the individual, and it's only for that individual. It isn't for everybody else around you, in my opinion. But I think our administration just jumped off the cliff, and there's no water down there. I mean, it just to me does not make sense. I mean, it just blows my damn mind that we would require. I had 2 individuals that work for the county that are pregnant, have come to ask, what are we going to do? And I started laughing a little bit, and they said, Judge, why are you laughing? I said, really? I said, with the makeup of the court, do you really believe that we are going to enforce this shit? It's not going to happen. I haven't even talked to anybody at the court, but it's not going to happen. I don't think, and y'all might, y'all might be surprised, but an individual, it's even on with a person that's pregnant now, and we've had this conversation with the attorneys. There has to probably be something in there that there's an exception or something. I was the one that I was reading this, and I'm sure there is, but you just get madder and madder as you're reading it, so you just sort of stop. But I really truly believe that it's not enforceable. And why, as a court, would we even want, and again, that's just my opinion, but why as a court would we even want to go down this road?
Judge, what about the Congress and the Senate?
What about them?
They don't have to take shots.
Huh?
They don't have to take shots.
Well,
Post office doesn't.
And their employees.
it just, it just don't make sense.
That's
to me.
in the face, Judge.
No, I get it. Do what I say, not as I do type deal. But again, I think, I don't really believe that for one, we would have the authority to do it, and I think that it might change. Y'all might be able to, y'all tell us different. And I keep pointing over there, folks, because that's where our attorneys are sitting. Why would I want to? I guess that's the most, to me, I don't know what the court thinks, but to me, that would be the most important question right now. Why would I want to mandate vaccines for our employees? And again, it's up to y'all. I just don't see it.
I mean, just something that I'd like to state is that at the end of the day, I think it'll save lives. It protects you, your family, your neighbors, people you work with, but that's my opinion. I mean, that's the way I feel about it.
No, and I completely agree with you, Commissioner, that the vaccine is a good thing. I do. I believe that it'll help. If you're going to get sick, it's not going to keep you completely from getting sick. Not going to do it. But your chances of surviving, if you just don't have a lot of other issues, are better with the vaccine than without it. But I think as government, you know, less government has always been, in my opinion, better. And if I wasn't sitting here, I'd be sitting out there screaming and hollering, what the hell are y'all fixing to do by mandating? So I do believe, I agree with you that the vaccine is good. I think it'll save lives. I just don't, I'm one out of the 5 members here that we just keep overreaching. We just keep freaking throwing that anchor a little bit further out, you know. I just don't believe that it's the right thing to do. I think at some point we need to assume responsibility for ourselves. And at some point it needs to be up to us and not to the government.
You need a motion on that, Judge?
I will make a motion that the county will not require its employees to be vaccinated. I totally agree with the judge. Me and my whole family is vaccinated. I think it's the right thing to do, but I do not believe the government should mandate anything to people, especially when we're allowing thousands and thousands and thousands of people into this country illegally without vaccines, for us to force Americans and businesses to make those decisions. And if a business decides to, that's up to them. I mean, that's their business, that's their prerogative. But for a government to reach to this level is completely inexcusable in my opinion. So my motion is that the county will not require vaccines for its employees.
And I had a second by Commissioner Wardlow. Any other comments, commissioners? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? 5-0 vote. Item 18. And that one issue, it's the one that's just giving me the most. It's just, Jesus Christ. Everything else that's going on, now you're just trying to piss more and more people off. 18. That was being recorded, right? Item 18, consider correspondence from the Texas Department of Agricultural Authority to use grant funds for Texas CDBG 7219085 Rise Estates on Felipe Pastures, Vega Verde Colonial Waterline Improvements. All conditions under the National Environmental Policy Act for these activities have been met.
Second.
And motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. 5-0 vote. Item 19, applying for fiscal year 2022 Border Zone Fire Department grant to support emergency services associated with border security activities.
A motion to approve. Where's this money going?
There's an opportunity that just opened up through the governor's office. Maximum amount, only, and back up a bit, only border counties are eligible to apply. Okay? And it's in regards to, emergency services. The grant funds can be used for equipment, such as, a fire truck, if you needed it, a boat, yeah. Generator. Stuff like that.
And Carl, he said those.
Those we're needing too.
But you 250?
250,000, no match required.
Is the
Maximum 250,000, no match required. Yeah.
So I cut the dozers out because I think they're 300.
What does a fire truck cost?
The fire truck's 275.
And the boat?
The boat was 2530 plus sheriff.
Sheriff.
He said that the boat, because I brought up boat.
You mentioned one.
25, 30,000 and then plus
36. 36.
And that's something you could or couldn't use?
Yes.
That's,
Actually, we're going to be searching for one today.
we need to quit asking me that. No one's going higher.
It's gonna be $100,000 boat every minute.
When you got a truck to pull it.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing, Carl.
Do we need to determine what we're buying or just apply?
No, we'll have to identify in the application exactly itemize and have a quote cost. You know, I think a boat would be, obviously be pretty applicable here. You got not only Rio Grande, you got the Pecos River, you got Homicide Reservoir.
But they're going dry.
You know? So, you know, if you had to search for somebody, at least you'd have.
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, I guess 2 months ago, they actually had to pull somebody up in a cage, up a cliff because we couldn't get him out of the water. We didn't have the proper equipment to get him out of the
Yeah.
water.
But anything that has to do with, emergency services, if you needed another boat truck, or a rescue truck, quick attack truck, equipment,
Mhm.
you know? But like I said, it's just for border counties, so Valverde County is eligible to apply.
Okay.
There's no match
When do we
required.
need to get a list together? Like, what's the date to apply?
It'd be nice to have, get everything together within 30 days. We'll come back with a resolution to the court authorizing the application.
And what we'll do is we'll send out an email to our first responders to see what is it that they would, need. And then, if you want, we can bring it back in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
Okay. I need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? 5-0 vote. Discussion possible action to approve the appraisal district budget. They've already approved it, but I brought it.
Approve.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second. Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Approving Valverde County resolution authorizing submission of a local grant program application to the Texas Parks and Wildlife. Carl, this one is for the fairgrounds. Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 5-0 vote. Approving Valverde County local park grant certification and program assurances.
Move.
Have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 23, approving 2 nominees for President Board of Directors for the 2022-2023. We have Kerr and George on there right now. Don't know if we want to keep them, but we do need to
Make a motion, we'll keep them.
have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw, to keep, Kerr Wardlaw and George Wardlaw. Need a second? Second, Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. This one, let's see what time it is.
By 29.
Okay, we'll, appointing 2 nominees for Middle Rio Grande, and they were both, Lisa, there was 2 of them. They were,
It was,
one for labor.
labor and then COE.
Okay, so if y'all know of anybody, we'll bring it back. I just wanted to get it out there that if y'all have some nominees that are out there, individuals in labor, so that's gonna pretty much anybody. And then the other one is the what? You get it?
A COE.
Could they be from court too?
From where?
The court?
They could, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if y'all wanna,
Could we postpone this till next meeting?
yes, sir, we can. Let y'all know. We'll bring it back on the 28th. Okay, y'all are all right with that?
Yep.
We'll go back to item 8, public hearing at 9:30 regarding local park grant application to the Texas Park and Wildlife Department. At this time, we'll open up a public hearing. Any comments? No comments? For or against? I don't think we're all for it, we just voted. If there are no comments and nobody's gonna raise their hand to speak, we will close the meeting, close the public hearing. So that one's done. Discussion and possible action on redistricting. I put this on, just so we get an idea of, not to take a vote today, but just to get an idea that, you know, I think it would be to our benefit to try to get this done on the 28th. I know that there has been a couple of plans approved. I think everything that I've seen, one of the things that if we can, a little bit that we can agree on right now, is that we sort of need to clean the line in Valverde Park Estates where we don't have precinct 1 going across 90, bring it back to 90. That would be one of the things that we need to clean up. The other thing is there was some property in Cinegas, out there right before you get on Milagro Road, that looks like, well, it doesn't look like it. On the old map, it has that little area there, in precinct 3. Probably just need to go ahead and draw a circle around that and get that part into precinct 4. You know, there's been other maps. The other thing is, one of the main things that the court's gonna have to decide, hopefully in 2 weeks, will be, precinct 4 and precinct 1 down on precinct 1's northwest border with precinct 4, and precinct 4's southeast border or whatever with precinct 1. Either to move that up, leave those lines. I think that's going to be something that we'll need to talk about between now and the 28th. But again, I think the stuff that we can clean up, and I hope, you know, I hope we're all in agreement on this. Valverde Park, take Valverde Park, clean up that line, and do precinct 2 on one side and 90, precinct 1 on the other side. When it comes to Valverde Park, that little section in Senegas between precinct 4 and precinct 3. And then there was also, there's a road in your precinct.
Yeah, I did a modification, which was a option C modification, which took in on the northern end of the county, instead of following the road that we currently maintain, which would have been in precinct 4 by the old one, to move it to the river. And then,
Did you see that?
yeah.
You okay with that one?
Yeah, and then on my modification, it took into your pieces that you talked about, but we used Cantu and Milargo as the line to clean up that division between the two. Instead of just come like this and do this little piece, we just took Milargo and
Put it in.
4, and split that so that we had a road that was a boundary.
So when we come back on the 28th, if y'all will look at the different options. I think the one in Valverde Park is pretty simple. The Senegas is pretty simple. The one up on the northwest side of the county is pretty simple. The one that we need to talk about between now and the 28th, y'all need to visit, is the line, on moving. In order to get that line done, precinct 1 would have to move up.
No,
No?
no, not the way we did it. It wouldn't have to adjust. Precinct 1 is the same. Well, yeah, this thing. But there's not me, I'm just trying to clean up this line and keep it along the road so that it all encompasses in here. There's really nothing here. This was the map that we already had. I just modified it. I didn't change this.
Well, we need to go back and look at it, just to make sure.
And he ran the numbers on it. But the other thing we need to do before we go is define the voting precincts. We need to include that in the map. And I would like to go from 4 down to 3 voting precincts, if we can. You can see this one, we had a little, okay.
And I don't think if we leave that the same thing, this exercise.
But we need to get with Janie, and if we can go down to 3 voting precincts, it'll make it easier in each commissioner, instead of the 4 that we currently have.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put an item on the agenda, for someone. When we go to do this next, we'll visit with you with a couple of these different maps between now and the 28th, and then try to come up, with Commissioner Nettleson's suggestion on the voting precincts, maybe cut them down, if you're okay with that. Can you hear me?
I didn't know you were asking me a question, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, we spoke a little bit last week on some of the things, so we'll be getting together and discussing all of that.
Okay. All right, that'll work. Yeah, that was a little loud. But we'll get you a couple of maps, and then you already know more or less what the court might be looking at. Does that work? She's shaking her head up and down, so it's all good.
Yes, it's okay.
That'll work. So if y'all are okay with that, then we'll bring this back on the 28th again. That work, and we'll get some maps printed out. All right, item 26, approving resolution adopting 10-year comprehensive recreation and parks master plan, to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department.
Motion to approve. Did we get there? Did we actually have that?
Well, we'd actually talked about it 3 years ago,
Yeah.
right? We'd actually talked about this parks and master plan like 3 years ago. And I know that I didn't see it anywhere in the
Yeah.
package.
Well, actually, this has been going on, I guess, for 3, 4 years since we started our first evaluation, back there with, Sports Complex.
Mhm.
And then also with the Valverde County Fairgrounds out here. But in addition to that, we've incorporated, proposed goals and objectives as to why Valverde County actually needs a park plan, and to try to prioritize and facilitate improvements in every precinct in Valverde County. Every precinct has a little park, and so we're looking down the road, to replace some playground equipment, even out here at Comstock, at the rodeo arena, and try and, do some improvements there. So it's a comprehensive plan for the entire county.
If we can put something together and bring it back to the court.
Yeah.
That work?
Yeah.
Do you need approval on this today?
We kind of needed it for the application. Yeah.
A motion to approve.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Item 27, discussion possible action on a purchase of property and or to build a gymnasium. If y'all don't mind, if we can table this after executive session.
Table.
Have a motion, table, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 28, approval of draw number 25 under SHC contract number 7217013 in the amount of $16,938.35 and authorize county judge, county auditor to sign draw number 25, public service draw checklist and residential rehabilitation draw checklist.
Move.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? 5-0 vote. Item 29.
Another table. We're still under review.
Motion to table item 29, Commissioner Nettleton. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 30, approval of amending plat showing lots of record, renumbering of the same, and actual possession and ownership of the same for lots 31, 33, 35, 37, and 39, Block E, Cinegas Terrace, Del Rio, Valverde County, Texas, previously recorded in volume 4, page 83 of the Valverde County Map of Records. Following procedure established on section 212.016 of the local government code for properties located within the extraterritorial jurisdiction of the city of Del Rio, and authorize county judge to sign as Valverde County trustee for lot 39 of the same.
This complies with the state rule?
Yes, sir.
A motion to approve.
You couldn't have shrunk that down into 2 words.
The thing that we need to adopt a certain procedure to do
Well,
this.
all you gotta do is say it's redo. I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton. Commissioner Flores.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. And I wasn't playing, I just messed up.
That's all right.
Well, why don't you tell me later that you're gonna get mad at me, so don't be mad.
I'm already mad at you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 31. We know he's really mad when he says, I'm gonna tell my mom. Then I'm gonna tell whatever you do, don't tell your mom. Okay, let's get back to this. Item 31, discussing possible action on the county to adopt Laughlin Air Force Base Division 01 general specifications for construction standards for construction projects managed by county in Laughlin Air Force Base.
Move.
Second. This will only apply for contracts for Laughlin. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. 5-0 vote.
Thank you.
Melissa Vasquez, purchasing agent. Item 32, consider and act upon requesting qualifications for professional services, RFQs, for Valverde County, City of Del Rio, Laughlin Air Force Base, compatible use study, federal award identification number HQ00052110048, and appoint committee to score proposals.
Motion to approve. Who do we want on the committee? Carlos,
Melissa,
Melissa.
that's 3. Matt?
Whoever.
Matt?
Matt.
I deal with numbers. That's 4. That's enough. I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second.
Second.
Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 5-0 vote. I believe you got 2 more. Authorizing to renew the E-rate agreement for Valverde County Library for program year 2024, 22, 20, no, year 24, 2022, and 2023, and authorize county
Move.
justice.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 34, acceptance of bids submissions of 2021, 2022, determining the purchase of commodities and services such as fuel, road construction materials, uniforms, janitorial, and pest control.
Have it?
Y'all have, Lisa, did you put a copy of the, in each packet?
Yeah, we can't see it.
I don't like. Don't even move this.
Can't see it.
Yeah.
That's small.
Huh?
We didn't have a lot of, bid submissions.
Okay.
So
So,
for road material, Flex Base was just one vendor, Mighty West,
That was for the base.
Flex Base, yes. And then for road material base was Vulcan.
okay, let's do one at a time. Let's go base material, accept them, and then go on. I think the last time there was some wording that we accept them. And then
Yeah,
bid.
the price that they have for the Pandale area is awful high. I can get it a lot cheaper from Lilly Construction out of Ozona. So I'll make a motion to approve, but to remove the Pandale
Second. And that's the one base.
base.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0.
I've got a question, Judge, on the materials such as asphalt and stuff like that, hot mix and that type C asphalt, and et cetera. We never consider those companies there on the outskirts of Eagle Pass. As you go in, I mean, there's several companies that sell that type of material. I'm just wondering, they're cheaper or what?
We
Or they're
do.
closer than Uvalde and,
We'll reach out to different vendors and send them an invitation to bid. And
They
if they
didn't
do,
bid.
they do, yeah.
So they received one in Eagle Pass?
No, I didn't do that one this year.
Oh.
No, not this year, but we have in the past.
okay.
It's on public notice, though, right?
Mhm.
You want to move on to the next one?
Next one was oil services, there's no bid for that one. Pest control services, we had 2 pest solutions with a annual price of $3,080, and Southwest Integrity Pest Control, $2736.
Motion to approve Southwest.
Have a motion?
Second.
Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote.
And then for uniform services, we had UniFirst.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores for UniFirst. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote.
You gonna do the one for material? Road?
Yeah, Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Vulcan, yes.
Motion to approve Vulcan for road material.
Second.
Have a motion for Vulcan, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. When we go to that, would it be possible to go out for another bid just to make sure?
For base,
Well, like your hot mix,
Yeah,
it is,
they're bringing a lot from Eagle Pass. I mean, that's why I
we can
brought that
rebid.
question up.
your hot mix is what they're doing in Eagle Pass. I don't know if they do, it's hot mix, Coldplay or something like that.
Yeah.
We can
You wanna
rebid for
reject
base,
these and start over?
for base and flex, or?
No, just for the road material, for the
Vulcan.
premix and the PB3 and PB4.
Do you want to rebid those?
If you don't mind.
So I'll amend my motion to reject the bids and to go out for rebid.
Second.
Second accepts. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote.
And then the next one is janitorial services, Delapause DOP services is the only bid.
Motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote.
Fuel services, Pico Propane.
Motion to approve, Pico.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. That's it?
That's it.
Good. All right. Item 35, approving a lease agreement between Valverde County, Alcoa Fields, and Sacred Heart Catholic School for St. Jude Walkathon.
Move.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Nettleton. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 36, authorization to accept the 2022 Sheriff's and Constable fees report.
Do we have any increase in fees?
No. It remained the same, but
Will it remain the same, or we just, that's what's in the statute?
that's what's in the statute, that's what's reasonable compared to other counties surrounding us. There was one that, was not added, but we can talk about that one after executive session.
Okay.
What about these fees for livestock? They seem a little low considering what it cost us.
So that's where one of them, lays in that piece right there. If we can discuss those, after executive.
I'll just motion to table it until after.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Item 37, discussion possible action authorizing the ratification of MOU reference Zavala County utilizing the Valverde County Temporary Processing Center for transportation of inmates.
So with Operation Lone Star, they're expanding, their area of operation. Their jails are getting filled and they want to move some of those inmates to the Dilley unit. They've also, we're doing it for Caney County. So there's also, I heard yesterday that they're talking about bringing other counties on also. They've proceeded to move some of the inmates out of Dilley unit to the Segovia and Lopez unit in Edinburgh because Dilley's getting filled up.
This isn't gonna cost us anything, right?
So Sheriff Salinas in Zavala County submitted a letter, last week that they will be responsible for any medical expenses and all that prior to them getting here and departing here.
Motion to approve.
Second. I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Item 38, discussion of possible action on the adoption of the pay period schedule and holiday schedule for 2021-2022.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second. I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. Jesus Christ. It's like a lot of holidays, but it's all good.
Yeah, I think we get too many there, but.
Yeah. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Item 39, approving human resource report from September 1st, 2021 through September 14th, 2021.
Motion to approve. They're all in compliance?
Yes, sir. Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Item 40, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.071, parentheses 2, attorney-client privilege, B 551.071, parentheses 1, parentheses 6A, contemplated litigation, C 551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. Take a little 5-minute break, and then folks, if y'all will give us the room. Thanks, y'all. Okay. Just came out of executive session. No action was taken, Tom? So it's all good? We will go back at a couple items, go back to item 11. Item 11. Letter C, the certification of revenue. Matt, I think the sheriff had 10,000 that was brought in.
He did, it was brought in a few days ago, and it has been receipted in, so we just need to allow the court to appropriate that out and where they would like it to go.
I'll make a motion to accept the 10,000 revenue, and you're gonna put it in,
The reserve account.
and put it in the reserve account.
Okay.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Item 27, discussion possible action on a purchase of property and/or to build a gymnasium at the fairgrounds. If y'all would like, it was this thing was tabled, if y'all would, like for us to present a plan to be brought back to the county for a gymnasium and indoor facility for basketball, mainly for basketball and volleyball.
I'll make a motion to bring back a proposal.
Second?
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. I think that's the only thing. We have one more item tabled, underneath the sheriff, on the fees, and they're gonna bring that one back on the 28th. Item 41, Commissioners' comments. Is there any? Item 42, County Judges' comments. I don't have any, other than, the vaccine mandate has really given me grief, and scares me. I won't add the rest of it, it scares me. We did take a vote on it, and I think everybody knows where the court as a whole stands. If there's nothing else, this meeting is adjourned. Thank y'all, have a great day.